I all told you I was going to do a video called 20 questions, and I got a lot of questions from all of you viewers, so I'm very excited to answer all of them. And I'm very surprised at, the types of questions that were answered, because they were very interesting and very well thought out. So I would like to thank you all for asking me these questions, and let's have a lot of fun tonight, okay? So let's do question number 1. Okay, I'm going to read them all out to you. Anything you regret not doing before you started the change? If that, anything I have not regret doing. Well, by the way, this is totally unscripted, just to let you know. I'm totally answering these questions straight up right here, and it's probably going to be very long, because I have to think. So anyway, anything you regret not doing before you started the change? I guess maybe if I had some alternate lifestyle as a guy, maybe I would be some crazy militant man or something, and throw grenades at people, and screw a lot of girls, and be a whole player and be an asshole. I mean, not to stereotype men or anything, but I mean, why not just be a full throttle burly ass guy, and fucking walk around with my dick half hanging out my pants and stuff? I mean, I totally flaunt it. Question number 2. What is something about you intellectually that would surprise people? Math, historical knowledge, interest/knowledge in sciences, etc. What qualities would a person need to have to make you want them? Well, to answer part of that question, anything intellectual about me is I do like to write, and I will be writing a lot on my blog that is still up and coming. And I love reading it as well, reading and comprehension. So those are my 2 little favorite school subjects intellectually. As far as qualities, for a person to have to make me want them, well, wealth, sexuality, sex appeal. Let me see what else. I'm a size queen. Okay, aside from those, very superficial qualities that I just answered about what I would want in a person, I would just overall want them to be a loving, caring person, to accept me for what I am, who I am, and what I do. And, all the other things are just a bonus. Question number 3. What do you look for in a man, and what is his favorite cuisine? Well, there's a lot of qualities that I look for in a man. So it's more of narrowing down those qualities, because not one person can have all of them. Like I said before, in the previous question, there were a few things that I liked to answer your questions. Kind of repetitive. My favorite cuisine consists of Thai food. I like Italian and Italian dessert the most. And I like sushi. Now, who doesn't love sushi? If you don't like sushi, I don't know what you're smoking, or what planet you're from, or whatever, but you might as well eat dog shit if you don't like sushi. Number 4. If you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? This is a really good question. Whoever asked this. Why? Because it's a really good question. If there was one thing I could do for the rest of my life, I think it would be to... this is nothing on the topic of what I do as a person, or who I am as a person, or what I do, but it has to do with the fact that what I did with part of my life, and that was transition my body from what it was into what it is now. What I would love to do is inspire young girls just as myself, what I went through with my body, and learning how to accept it. It's a very hard and long process, and sometimes it never even ends, but for the most part, I would really want every girl who's transgendered to really love themselves, value themselves, and just really love their bodies, and be happy in their own sexuality for who they are more than anything. And that's what I would love to do, and that's how I would love to inspire other people by doing that. So number 5 is, what qualities are most important to you when making a friend, male or female, and would there be any difference for either? Honestly, there wouldn't be any difference for either male or female. It really depends on the person inside. I look a lot past gender, gender due to the fact that, I don't necessarily fit in all the typical gender boundary that there is in society. I really think that, when making a friend, it should be someone who's trustful, loyal, and has your back all the time, and isn't particularly a fake person. We all know about these fake people that, use you to get things out of you and things like that. And, there's been times when I felt like I've done that to people, and it's something that I might have done in the past, but in all reality, I just think realness and genuineness is such an important key role in picking and choosing your friends. Question number 6. What impresses you? Well, what impresses me? Because I've seen a lot. This question can go any way, by the way. It could be from fame to riches to the biggest cock on earth, or to the most smartest brain in the universe. Honestly, what impresses me is someone who really knows how to kiss my ass, baby. Because I like someone who presents somewhat of a challenge to me, but not particularly to where it's unattainable. Assuming that this question is gearing towards the question of men. So that impresses me, and also I do have a thing for nice cars and good looks, whatever, but I really like those qualities. Question number 7. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Well, I see myself 10 blocks away down the corner from me, which is really ghetto, sucking dick for 10 cents. Actually, no, I really don't. What I see myself doing in 10 years is having my own business operated by moi, and having my own normal or pseudo-normal life. Pseudo, not pseudo, pseudo. That's where I see myself in, 10 years from now. I don't see myself living a hard party life, or, getting arrested or doing any of that, because I already did that. What was the scariest moment of your life? There's been a lot. There's been times when I have been followed around the street by men, taunting me, saying, ooh, let me see that booty, ooh, and all this crazy shit. There's been times when I was 15 years old, I walked into the 7-Eleven, and some crazy Moroccan guy working the counter asked me if I could suck his penis behind the counter for a pretzel. And there was no way in hell I was going to do it for a pretzel, let alone do it in general. It was completely disgusting. I thought it was going to be raped in the 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. in the morning. There's a lot of crazy stories. But I would say the scariest moment in my life was dealing with different forms of law enforcement. I'm not going to get into the story of that, but let's just say, in my opinion, a lot of policemen can be very perverted jerks. Number 9. What is one thing you want to learn but haven't had a chance yet? One thing that I would really like to learn that I haven't had a chance yet to learn is to really express myself artistically with paint. Not makeup, okay? Paint. I really want to do a painting or a sculpture or something inside of me that's just urging to do something artistic like that. So that's something that I want to develop more of a skill to, and learn to do. Number 10. If it were certain that the world would end in 24 hours, how would you spend that last day? I would fucking screw everyone. Screw everyone. Everyone. I would walk out of my house completely naked, okay? Probably covered in body glitter and all this crazy crap, and go around to everyone and just fuck it, kiss it, eat it, whatever. I would just my brains out, okay? Because that is honestly one of the best things in life that we as humans, aside from, other recreational things such as drugs, can do. Sex. Sex. Sex.